Hey Leo, would you play something for me? I remember when I was like 6 years old. My parents made me sing Jingle Bells in front of a bunch of my family. Duh. And I'm Mexican, so we have a big family. But you know what? As I was singing, I just knew that that's what I wanted to do with my life. I just knew. And it didn't happen right away, but that's life. Sometimes it just feels so complicated, sort of blurry. Sort of like you lose your way. But I'm telling you, that if you've ever had that moment where you just know, live for that. Don't compromise. Your life is all you really have. It's not just good enough to be positive. You gotta stay strong, brave, sometimes patient, and very creative. So just take that first step. Put one foot in front of the other. And keep it moving. And it all begins to happen. In a different place and time, and no matter what is past, I'm still standing. I'm just moving on with life. In a different place and time, and no matter what is past, I'm strong and smiling. I can tell you what it's like when you're 5 years old and there's not enough to eat. When your clothes are too tight or too loose, and the rats run about your feet. When those who love you don't seem to care, and life feels like it's spinning, and the pain takes away your air. I've had my share of punishments, smacks and beatings and punches, but they didn't hurt as bad as the discouragements. No safe place, no safe sound, and the darkness and the rain abounds. Growing up sad, growing up scared, growing up fast and without enough bread, and the other kids are cold and cruel, feeling ashamed and stupid like a fool. Moving on with life in a different place and time, and no matter what is past, I'm still standing. I'm just moving on with life in a different place and time, and no matter what is past, I'm strong and smiling. And it didn't matter what you'd say, even a compliment was taken the wrong way. Abandonment brings sadness and fear, and you take that with you for years and years. But don't get it wrong, I was good enough to cope, even when the anger seemed to take its hold. I pulled right through, I made it come through. Building myself from the ground is what I had to do. In my years in school, I felt cut out, without a clue. It's hard to make it through when you think everyone is so much better than you. Now I'm all grown up and the world's a different place. Can't look back in anger. Instead, I take what happened and I learned to be better. And no matter what is past, I'm still standing. And no matter what will come, I'll be smiling. Moving on with life in a different place and time, and no matter what is past, I'm still standing. I'm just moving on with life in a different place and time, and no matter what is past, I'm strong and smiling. Moving on with life in a different place and time, and no matter what is past, I'm still standing. I'm just moving on with life in a different place and time, and no matter what is past, I'm strong and smiling.